I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to Redmen TV. It's the Uncensored match build-up show. Liverpool taking on Bournemouth in the whatever the League Cup is called this season, and whatever round it is that we're in. Everyone's clearly buzzing for this one. I'm making a joke, but I am genuinely. I've got a real. I think Liverpool need to place a lot of importance on the cups this season, Chris. And obviously we're clamouring for the league form to get right, and we need to stabilise the league form. We need to improve in the league immensely. But I feel, and I don't know where you stand on this, that a cup run could be very important to not just the confidence of the players, but the fans as well this season.
I agree with that. I think a cup run could be very important. It could also be just a distraction from the pressures of the Premier League, and that's what a cup run should be, But for me, if we do manage to get a cup run this time, it could give us confidence to use in the league, whereas I think sometimes it's a distraction to forget about your league form and stuff, but I think it's a building block this time, and I feel really sorry for the Bournemouth fans. I said this to you the other day. Yeah. I just feel terrible for them. They had us early on in the season, Monday night. Yeah. Now they got us Wednesday night up here. It's so fucking far for them, like. And it's a dog shit competition that they're coming up for. Fair play to them if they come all the way up here for that on Wednesday night. I can't see many of them coming up.
No, it's true. I feel like we might have a similar situation to Ruben Kazan. Yeah, do you want some? Do you want some tickets? Nah, because you get for the cup games, you get pretty much the whole of the Annie Road, don't you? For the away fans, I can't see them selling that.
Did Kazan have fans? Did we actually?
I don't think Ruben Kazan had any.
No, he did top up there, middle of the Centenary. Top of the Centenary.
Oh, those three players.
Yeah, 20 fans.
They're 20 fans.
Is that what they had? That's proper dedication.
They probably GB to
They didn't even celebrate. I didn't see any signs of life.
It's because they're in the upper Centenary, mate.
Yeah, you're not
probably going off up there, wasn't it?
So yeah, I mean, what do you think of this? That because I'm saying this, and yet we got to the semi-finals this competition last year. I personally want us to go. I think we need to go that one step further.
I disagree that it's going to be a distraction from the league.
Yeah.
I don't think we can distract ourselves in the way we've been playing, and that we've got a need to win a game. And we've got to get back to being a decent team. I don't think that whether it's the cup or it's the league makes any difference at the moment until we get that win and we get moving again. I don't really think it matters. We're lucky we're playing Bournemouth. Probably now they've turned, as most promoted sides do. They have good starts and then things start to go wrong. When we played them, I mean, they were really unlucky to get beat by us, weren't they? Really early in the season. I fully expect that we'll walk all over them on Wednesday if we can put it forward on the pitch.
He scores goals, which is always an important thing.
They're struggling for injuries at the moment, Bournemouth, aren't they?
Big time, yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Their
goal is
decimated.
worse than
Yeah, and that's saying something.
That's why I said 18 goalies in the last show.
What's your feelings on that, Tom? Because Chris said everything you need to hear about that. The expression he used was dog shit competition, but when a new manager's coming in, look at what Mourinho always does. And Dalglish did it as well. That lack of silverware was a massive stick he used to beat Brendan Rodgers. Yeah. You know what I mean? And ultimately, we don't look. Liverpool won a lot of League Cups, and we don't rate them anywhere near as highly as we rate the FA Cup, any of the European trophies, and the leagues. But Liverpool need to get back into the habit of winning silverware.
It's great. It's something to look forward to. It's a reward for the fans as well for all the hard effort, hard work we put into travelling up and down the country and money we spend, which is a big thing now. So getting that chance to go to Wembley and winning a cup, it's a massive relief, isn't it? It's a great day for us. So I think more so for us, the League Cup than as well as the players. But I think you've done well getting it in the studio, mate. I must admit, Redmen TV, getting the cup.
This is actual. This is actual size. You know what the worst thing about it is? I got this in the treasure. This is the Sabutio version of it. Unfortunately, inaccurate because it's missing the third handle because it broke off. I'm devastated about that. Yeah. So the
still bigger than the Ashes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The deformed cousin of the FA Cup that is the League Cup. It's like that the three-eyed fish in The Simpsons, isn't it? It's. Very, very, very strange. But yeah, no, it is one of those things. You need stories, and I've been saying this about the Europa League this season. I think Liverpool need to get back to being a force in Europe, even if it is a competition that we don't rate anywhere near as highly as the European Cup. But yeah, so in terms of the League Cup, I guess the thing to be careful is Chris, is that, and Liverpool have been too guilty of this over the years, is that if you've got one eye on the final, which is a stupid thing to do at this stage of the season and competition, you've got to focus on what's in front of you. Although you immediately hear Bournemouth, Bournemouth, then you go, oh no, hang on, yeah, of course, they are actually in the same division as us. This isn't like us, getting some no marks. Not that we've handled no marks in this competition particularly well anyway. Liverpool are going to have to be careful. Bournemouth are going to come and they're going to give us a game.
Well, they are, but I think there's no reason this squad, this team, our club at the moment should be taking Bournemouth for granted, because Klopp needs a win. And Klopp will be wanting to win a game as Liverpool manager sooner rather than later. Yeah, so I don't think he'll let the players think, it's the League Cup, it's Bournemouth, blah blah blah. No, he'll want the win. He'll want.
He's got a dilemma about who he plays. So we can't keep playing the same players game after game after game.
It's probably come fortunately in the timings because the one I was going to ask. I'll get your opinion on this. That is obviously Firmino and Benteke are both right in the frame to start this game.
Both need games. Both need time on the pitch. Yeah. So I would expect them to play, assuming they're not being injured again.
In the interim period, which is par for the course for Liverpool.
I don't know. I think with Chelsea looming Saturday lunchtime kick-off, I'd like to see them start the Chelsea game, and if there's clear worries over the fitness, because I think Benteke would have started the game if Klopp thought he could start the game at the weekend.
He needs to get game time,
So I think maybe another 45 minutes. Actually, Benteke's probably closer than Firmino.
Yeah.
I think Benteke could be in for a start. Firmino maybe half an hour, 45 minutes again, with an eye to looking to bring him in on Saturday.
It's an interesting one, because I think the Firmino one ties in with the Coutinho discussion, and we chatted a lot about Coutinho on the Final Word show after Southampton, and it's the big question, and I'll ask you this, Sam, is that do you play Coutinho into form, or do you pull him out of the firing line for a bit?
For this competition, personally, I'd take him out. I think you could probably do it taking Lallana out as well. Take out Lallana, take out Coutinho, let them get the legs up. You've got Firmino and Ibe there. Because what you can do is, I've always been a fan of this. Play a decent side. Remember, we're playing against the Bournemouth that have just been walloped 5-1 at home by Spurs, who aren't the biggest free-flowing goal-scoring team in the league. So the fact they beat them 5-1, and they've got injuries, and they're down there in the league, it's a great time to stick it to them, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I really like the physical expression of just shiv it in there.
But seriously, start Benteke, start Firmino, maybe start Ibe as well. Come at them, get a couple of goals. The reality is we might concede one, but I doubt Bournemouth are going to come back if we were to get a couple of goals in the first half, first 60 minutes. Take the two players off we're worried about, then the rest. Because if we bring them on, it's 0-0 with half an hour to go. Yeah. You're looking at extra time, which is kind of takes away the whole point of resting them anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because I think there's a case to be made that you could even, like Origi didn't have a great game, he's hooked at half time. That you could, if you've got one eye on Chelsea, you could persist with Origi for one more game and think, well, it's the League Cup. This is his last opportunity, really, to break his duck, get himself on the score sheet, and keep himself ticking over and around. Whereas if you take him out of that, he's not coming back in for Chelsea. He's probably not. I don't see when his next appearance is going to be. Maybe the Europa League.
He's only going to play if the three guys ahead of him are not fit. Now, obviously, Danny Ings is not going to be fit. We never know whether Sturridge is going to be fit. And Benteke hasn't had any time on the pitch, so he needs to play.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is, he needs to play, get time on the pitch, hopefully score more goals, and then play against Chelsea. And Origi, he's just got to face up to the fact that really he should only be on the bench anyway. Maybe in the fullness of time, if we get through this game against Bournemouth, Origi might be in the game for the next round.
But realistically, looking at the fixtures, there's going to be the top probably 8 teams in the Premier League left in the competition bar Spurs, so I think this is his last chance. Yeah. If we get through, it's going to be a
depends
tough
how much you want to win it, I suppose.
Yeah. And just like I said, I wonder for the sake of, you can't guarantee Sturridge's fitness, you can't guarantee Benteke's fitness either. Origi's gonna play more games this season. I don't think it's going to do. He's a young player. He should be able to bounce back theoretically. But just that, I wonder whether we just twist one more game, stick him in, and just because if he just that. All he needs is that one goal.
Well, can you imagine what it'd be like at half time on Wednesday
If we have to take him off again.
if we'd been as bad as we were in the first
Yeah, but
half?
there's always the option to go two up top with him again. Isn't
What if
there?
we're 10-0 down at half time?
No,
what
but-
if there's
no,
a
but
freak
what-
thunderstorm and it
undoubtedly-
washes all the pitch away? You know?
Undoubtedly, one of the reasons we were so poor was because Origi was so poor.
Yeah.
So why put him through that again?
Yeah. Yeah.
As I say, I think an option would be, if you want to get if Benteke's fit enough and you need to get him some minutes under your belt, get him and Origi on at the same time. If you want to play Lallana in behind the two of them, why not? You know, you're giving Origi more of a chance to get a goal, you're giving Benteke minutes. Seems like the smart thing to do. And if Benteke needs to come off 60, 70 minutes, we should have Daniel Sturridge available. He was supposed to be available Sunday, wasn't he?
Well, what's the score with him? The fluid on the knee. What is going on? I just play him.
Yes.
He's been training though. He's been running with. Just play him. If he gets injured, big time, he's injured. But him not playing and then having an operation in 2-3 weeks is going to be the same anyway.
Yeah.
Stick him in, get a few goals. Nice one, Dan.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the case is that you could switch it because he's talked about being. You know, he said he's happy to play two up front as long as the guys do the work required of them. I'm not necessarily the right fit. Maybe he's not a plug-in, an absolute plug-in solution for one of those roles behind the striker. So you could either play Origi a bit deeper, give him a bit more space to run into, or you play two up top and you put Firmino in behind them.
Yeah, maybe.
There's definitely a potential.
So
for
Milner's
that there.
missing for this game, is he?
Yeah,
Indefinitely, yeah.
Suspended,
Just got missing.
Just finished.
Yeah. No. So what do you reckon? Joe Allen's probably the most obvious guy to come in there. I don't think we've really got anyone else.
It depends whether he is going to go for his best possible team or whether he is going to see it as a game where Joe Allen would get a run out, Toure would get a run out, I get a run out,
It's a lot of changes though, isn't it?
It is, but it just depends how you... He's already played 3 games in 10 days.
Yeah.
He's got another 2 games in the next week. So at some point, someone's going to have a rest.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting one. I can't see there being mass changes for this, and
I think if it's the defence and the
Will
goal,
yeah,
it's the
exactly.
same again.
Yeah, I would be inclined to do that. Where you've got to make the Milner change, so therefore Allen pretty much comes in, doesn't he? And then it's down to that question of, this is the perfect opportunity to take Coutinho out for me.
Yeah.
Because you give yourself that option because he might play himself into form easily, but he's a slight build. He's not an athletic powerhouse, is he? It's probably not going to do him any harm to get to not play in that game and be physically fresh, maybe mentally reinvigorated, and also have a little bit of the kick up the arse by saying, "Listen, lads, you've been dropped, but I'll give you the chance." If Firmino's no guarantee he's going to come in and be amazing in the week because he's not played a great deal of football. Yeah. So Coutinho's probably still almost guaranteed to start against Chelsea. So it doesn't make not really any great harm at bringing him out of this. No, it's an interesting one, but an exciting one to be fair, because I'm excited at the potential of how we could line up. Because again, seeing Firmino and Benteke start the game would make me feel, I give a great sense of anticipation in the build up to it. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on that. Is there anyone you would drop out? Anyone you would see brought in if you could? Let us know that in the comment section underneath. Does anyone else deserve a start, do we think?
I'd certainly like to see Teixeira in the squad.
Yeah.
Great. In fact, there's a great shout for it. We're talking about that instead of Ibe, maybe. We're talking about if we're going to put Teixeira to do that role behind the centre forward.
Yeah, good, definitely.
Yeah.
And he might give you a goal.
I mean, it's a shame about Roster, isn't it? That's a blow, that, because he works hard as well, doesn't he? I mean, did anybody ask me about Brannigan? Would he come into contention? I thought he was on the bench a few times.
Kiravea, he was in the Europa League squad.
I go back to my point at the beginning. I think Klopp wants to win the game, and I think he'll take it very seriously. So I think all good shouts, but I can't see them all happening because there are people that we need to give minutes to who are first team.
Yeah,
basically. So.
Yeah, I do have some tweets. If I can access them, I will definitely read them through. In the meantime, we'll give some score predictions. Sam, how do you think it's going to go down?
2-0.
2-0. I'm liking them.
Bournemouth. We're playing them at the probably best possible time. I think they're down.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, great.
3-1.
Okay.
1-1. I'll be win on penalties.
Yeah, sounds about right. ridiculous extra time ahead of Chelsea.
Yeah, get over at 11:30.
Yeah.
Benteke, Firmino, all dead. Run themselves into the ground.
We
Sturridge ends
brought
up.
Sturridge on at 45 minutes. and ends up with 4 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I asked people on Twitter if any changes they'd like to see made for the Bournemouth game. Superior Ings says play Brannigan and Ibe. SWKC _ LFC 1996 Lovren and Sacco. But actually, it's a partnership we haven't. I don't think have we ever seen it, or we've actually for maybe our game.
If we've seen it, I've
He was in
blanked
the 3, weren't he? When Skirtle was out a couple of times last year. That was it.
Maybe that's that Lovren's.
He's just not a right centre back though, is he?
Yeah.
He's right-footed.
I know, but he just doesn't.
I know.
It's mental, but he just can't do it.
He's just not.
Well, he can't do it on the left either.
No, that's true as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, he's just confused.
I don't think he's a
He
footballer.
plays
Man.
like he's confused.
Has anyone else seen the rumours that we're scouting his younger brother? And I'm just thinking, for God's
He's
sake,
never going to leave, is he?
don't.
I need to
Oh,
stay
God,
to look
yeah.
after him.
Maybe he was the one we wanted in the first place. Just made a mistake.
Stop.
Is his name Davor or something?
Yeah,
I just don't
that's
want him
about
at the
right.
club. I'm sorry. We've got too many Lovrens as it is.
Yeah. Maybe it's the reverse Hazard situation, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe like the younger one is the good one.
Didn't he go to Chelsea as well? Just a part of the deal. You've got to bring him with you.
Yeah, I'm bringing my brother with me. Maybe that's how Phil Neville got a career.
That's what Aston Villa must feel like with them, with the AU brothers and stuff. They've clearly brought the shit one after
He
this.
scored,
Like,
though, didn't he?
Yeah.
but then his brother scored the winner, didn't he?
Yeah. So, Jack on LFC, Bogdan Klein, Torre, Sacco Moreno, Chan, Alan Lallana, Firmino, Benteke. It sounds like too many players, I'm sure it's right though. William WD Mooney, 92. Rest most players. League Cup can't be a priority right now. Phil Coutinho's problem is being in front 3, not a centre mid, not rest though. Rest Coutinho, start Firmino, says Reece Pierce. Happy Dobbin 44, yeah, but Firmino in Coutinho's place and simply attack like dervishes for the whole 90 minutes. Benteke up front too. Yeah, and thanks very much for the people who sent their suggestions in. No time for them now, but keep them coming in.
One day, lads.
I can't see us. We discussed this on the final word, so that Liverpool have I'm constantly on edge because Liverpool can literally concede a goal at any time. It's like
They've just conceded one.
It's like in the Attitude Era of WWE when the hardcore title was up for grabs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or the bit in How I Met Your Mother with the slap bet and how basically
Come on,
has
you
the
just don't know
slaps
when.
hanging over him at all times and it can come at any moment. And that's Liverpool, out the blue, playing terrific attacking flow football, bang, you conceded a goal. So I can't. I've lost my ability to actually even biasly predict scores at the minute. So let's go with, you know what? Let's go with the worst possible thing that I can predict and hope that it's better than that, which is
You can draw with anyone.
1-1, and then we either win it on penalties or with a really dodgy,
Worst
horrible offside goal.
Worst would be 0-0 because then you'd never see it go.
Oh
God.
God!
God.
Oh no!
Are they going to rest players though? Because they're in trouble
I
big
think they've
time.
got enough, to be honest.
Bringing in the under 7s.
Eddie Howe playing up front.
Yeah.
So that's
Seriously,
their players.
though,
They're going to have Wilson
they-
on crutches playing.
Yeah.
Seriously, they're probably going to have to do something, aren't they? Because they've got big injury crisis, and they'd rather get knocked out to us than be bottom of the league.
You know what I just can't be arsed with? I can't be arsed with dealing with knobheads. And no, but and the fact is, if Liverpool don't win this game, I'm gonna have to deal with knobheads, and I'm gonna be one of them, and I'm gonna have to deal with myself more importantly, and it's just the misery and and the angst and all that that's gonna come with it, and all the fucking shit of all fans of other clubs and blah blah blah. Liverpool just go and smash Bournemouth for us, will you? Yeah, just go and smash them, and then we can worry and we can do it, get 3-0 up with 20 minutes to go, and then we can all just start to think about Chelsea and which is a game that we actually really need to perform in, etc. Liverpool, again, boys, that would be lovely. Please just do that. Leslie, thoughts on the game in the comments section underneath. Give the video a thumbs up. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers on the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, what's wrong with you? Do it now. There'll be the button in the top corner, or you can click on the annotation at the end. Check out the subscriber shows on the redmentv.com. They're ace. We'll annotate to that at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Ta-ra. Haley in here, who's the editor. And we're going to be, first and foremost, we're going to be discussing the greatest Liverpool managers of all time. And then in the second video, we're going to come on to discuss what Jurgen Klopp has to do as Liverpool boss to catapult the Reds back into a platform that's going to see them in the future iteration of the Bookazine.